Fiber delivers more than just high-speed internet. It serves as a gateway to a world filled with limitless possibilities. Petty Fiber, built by the community, for the community.
Showing tonight at the Gym Theater.
Who is this? Yoshi. So some dinosaur just shows up and he's now part of the group. Cool.
It's the Super Mario Galaxy movie, rated PG. Showtimes are at 7:30 every night in 3D, and the matinee is $5 on Saturday and Sunday at 2 in 2D. Tuesday, you get a free small soft drink and box of popcorn with each ticket purchased. Don't miss the Super Mario Galaxy movie, now showing at the Gym Theater in Heber Springs.
Here's NASCAR Hall of Famer Mark Martin.
As a race car driver for 40 years, I survived a lot of crashes. Not everyone can run into a wall at 200 miles an hour and walk away. Without a seatbelt, I wouldn't be alive today. Now I'm retired, back home in Arkansas driving my pickup. I'm shocked how many people aren't wearing seatbelts. Why risk your life when it only takes 2 seconds to buckle up? Take it from number 6. Buckle up, Arkansas.
A message from the Arkansas State Police Highway Safety Office.
Tonight's With the Forecast brought to you by First Arkansas Bank and Trust that invites you to experience Cube Banking. Account holders can cash a check down to the penny, make a deposit, pay a loan, interact with a live representative during the extended banking hours. Visit any FAB&T branch to bank outside the box with Cube, member FDIC. With the forecast for tonight, partly cloudy, a low temperature tonight of 43 degrees and calm winds. Then for tomorrow, look for mostly sunny skies, a high 75 degrees. That's a look at our weather forecast.
Sports at Denard on Highway 65 with the Trip 94.7 and 97.3 Classic Hits.
New York is everything they say, and no place that I'd rather be. $250,000 to 3. When they play their music, ooh, that modern music, they like it with a lot of style, but it's still that same old backbeat rhythm that really, really drives them wild. They say the heart of rock and roll is still beating, and from what I've seen, I believe them. Now the other may be barely breathing, but the heart of rock and roll is still beating. Sunset Strip is something everyone should see. Neon lights and the pretty, pretty girls all dressed so scantily. When they play their music, that hard rock music, they like it with a lot of flash, but it's still that same old backbeat rhythm that really, really kicks them in the. They say the heart of rock and roll is still beating, and from what I've seen, I believe them. Now the old one may be there to beat them, but the heart of rock and roll is still beating. Johnny! Ow! DC, San Antonio, and the Liberty Town, Boston and a Baton Rouge, Tulsa, Austin, Oklahoma City, Seattle, San Francisco too. Everywhere there's music, real live music, bands with a million styles, but it's still that same old rock and roll music that really, really drives them wild. They say the heart of rock and roll is still beating, and from what I've seen, I believe them. Now the other may be there
Huey Lewis and the News, and the heart of rock and roll still beating right here. What's Huey doing these days? Well, he plays a lot of golf.
If I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those words that hurt you, and you'd stay. I don't know why I did the things I did. I don't know why I said the things I said. Pride's like a knife, it can cut deep inside. Words are like weapons, they wound sometimes. I didn't really mean to hurt you. I didn't want to see you go. I know I made you cry, but baby, if I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those words that hurt you. You'd stay if I could reach the stars. I'd give them all to you. Then you love me like you used to do. If I could turn back time, my world was shattered, I was torn apart. Like someone took a knife and drove it deep in my heart. You walked out that door, I swore that I didn't care. But I lost everything, darling, there and there. Too strong to tell you I was sorry. Too proud to tell you I was wrong. I know that I was blind. And darling, if I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those words that hurt you, and you'd stay. If I could reach the stars, I'd give them all to you. Then you love me like you used to do. If I could turn back time, if I could turn back time, if I could turn back time, oh, baby. I didn't really mean to hurt you. I didn't want to see you go. I know I made you cry. But oh, if I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those words that hurt you. If I could reach the stars, I'd give them all to you. Then you love me like you used to do. If I could turn back time, if I could find a way,
It's time now for Yellow Jacket baseball and softball. The Yellow Jackets are looking for another fantastic season. Coach Prince is excited for this year's prospects and ready for league baseball play. Meanwhile, new head softball coach Tristan Tate is off to an exciting new season. Follow along for exciting Clinton baseball and softball on the Trip 94.7 and 97.3. Today's game is brought to you by these fine sponsors: First Security Bank, Justin's Collision and Towing, Joe Lee Chevrolet, Anchor Insurance Agency, Davis Cash Lumber, Clay Maxey Dodge Jeep and Ram, Ozark Health Medical Center, Goods Cash Saver, Petit Jean Fiber, and by Conway Regional Medical Center and the fine Yellow Jacket Boosters. Live video stream coverage on YouTube and Facebook, brought to you by Petit Jean Fiber, by First Arkansas Bank and Trust, by H&H Sports Bar and Grill, and by your local Farm Bureau Insurance. And the player of each game brought to you by First Arkansas Bank and Trust in Clinton. Now, let's join our announcer for today's game, KHPQ and KGFL sports announcer Mike Hawley, and technical engineering by Keith Parrish. Let's switch now to the diamond for the Yellow Jackets on KGFL 94.7 and 97.3.
Hey, good afternoon, Yellow Jacket fans. Jackets back in action less than 24 hours after a thrilling 12-11 victory last night over Bigelow, as the Yellow Jackets walked it off in the bottom of the seventh on a Colton-Warren triple to win the ball game. Today they jump right back into it as they take on one of the perennial state powers in Arkansas high school baseball, as they take on the Harding Academy Wildcats here today at the ballpark at Clinton. I'm Mike Hawley. Bochy Hester's away today, but we'll try to bring this one to you this afternoon. Keith Parrish back in the station working the board here at the ballpark. Fans are still coming in. Still got a chance for you to come to the ball game today. If you're in the area, come on down. It's going to be another great day at the ballpark. A little bit overcast, but in the 70s, and a little breeze blowing. Should be a good afternoon to watch some baseball. Bring your lawn chair, come up and watch the ball game. Should be a good one. As we said, the Harding County Wildcats, always one of the perennial powers of Arkansas high school baseball, the defending state champions from last year, and the up-and-coming, improving Clinton Yellow Jackets as they come in today. The Jackets, with that win last night, are now 11-6 on the year, 2-4 in conference play. This is, by the way, a doubleheader conference action this afternoon. The Jackets have won 6 of their last 8 ball games, and they're 4-2 here on the hill in Clinton. Harding Academy 9-4 on the year, 4-2 in conference play. They have won 8 in a row, so they have definitely hit their stride here in the season, and they are 4-2 in road games played this season. Their conference wins have come over Morrilton and Heber Springs. They have their conference losses were a doubleheader sweep at the hands of Joe T. Robinson, and their last game out was Friday night when they beat the BB Badgers by a score of 10-9. So they come in yesterday with a day off. The Yellow Jackets played yesterday, but they basically had a bullpen game in which they used 7 different pitchers to cover 7 innings yesterday. So everybody should be well rested and ready to go this afternoon, including Red Horton, who will start it off today. He pitched 2 scoreless innings yesterday, and he will be the starting pitcher today for the Yellow Jackets here. Brian Henderson introducing the starting lineups here. It's a big night, big day, because the girls are playing today. Only one of only 2 dates this year, with both the baseball and the softball playing at home on the same day. And so you can come on down, put your chair in the middle. You can watch baseball. And the Lady Yellow Jackets are playing Joe T. Robinson next door in a conference game. Well, we're going to break here for the national anthem. When we come back, we will have Clinton Yellow Jacket baseball. You listen to the Jackets on the Trip 94.7.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call: Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call. 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
From the opening kick to the closing whistle, Anchor is proud to back Clinton Yellow Jacket football. On the field and off, effort and execution matter. Preparation, accountability, and trusted partners. That's how we work every day. Our Anchor team serves families and businesses across Arkansas with insurance, payroll, and tax support, backed by 11 locations statewide and a client-first approach. Players, coaches, and fans, play hard, cheer loud. Anchor, anchored in trust, driven in service. Petit Jean Electric Cooperative has been committed to a brighter future for its members for more than 80 years. That's why we are hard at work, creating a future-focused fiber broadband network that will connect rural Arkansas to the world. Petit Jean Fiber will offer the fastest speeds and most reliable connection in the Ozarks. The future is fiber, powered by Petit Jean Electric. To see if we're signing up in your area, call 501-745-2493 today.
F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. F.L. Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Down the West Pacific side here.
Oh, we're back here at the ballpark. Miss Linda Turner's with us here. You see her at all the Clinton Yellow Jackets sporting events, working the gate to football and basketball. Miss Linda is one of the great treasures here at Clinton High School. And she's watching the game. They got some grandkids fixing to play later tonight in the parks. Hey, lineups today for the Harding Academy Wildcats. They'll lead off at Cam Pryor. He's in center field. It'll be Titus Henry. He's the Henley. He's the second baseman. Batting third will be Bentley Hawks. He's the first baseman. Joe Miles batting cleanup today, playing in left field. Rhett Watson is the shortstop, batting fifth today. Riley Smith batting sixth and playing third base. Tate Kemper is the right fielder, batting seventh. Cruz Ray is the DH, batting eighth. And Ethan Mulvaney is the catcher and batting ninth. And Red Horton on the mound. And we are underway. The first pitch is high. It came at 4:37. It'll be Pryor, Henley, and Hawks. Miles, Watson, and pop fly on the infield. Now in the short center field, Colton Warren comes in and makes the play. And Warren had a lot of chances in center field yesterday. Makes the first out here today in this one. One down for the Wildcats here in the first inning. Finishing up that lineup, it'll be Miles, Watson, and Smith, Kemper, Ray, and Mulvaney for the Wildcats. And the hitter is Titus Henley, the second baseman. Right-handed hitter. Red Horton, a left-handed pitcher. Rhett went 2 innings yesterday, started the ball game. No runs, 1 hit in 2 innings. And that one runner was erased on a double play. First pitch is a ball. Here comes the next pitch. It's high, ball 2. Harding Academy, the defending state champions, and they are the 8-time state champions. Here's the pitch, and a pop fly on the infield. Calhoun at second. Now the wind blows it around, but he stays with it and makes the play. And 2 up, 2 down in the Academy first inning. Last year, these two teams played in Searcy, and the Wildcats swept the Yellow Jackets. In fact, they outscored Clinton 20-1 in the 2 games last season. I think it was 13-0 and 7-1. The Jackets much improved, and this is a good measuring stick for them today against one of the top teams. The hitter is Bentley Hawks. He's the first baseman, batting left-handed. Zach Hunt at third, Rylan Jones at short, Noah Calhoun at second, Colson Cludo at first, Hayden Jones behind the plate today, and Horton, there was a strike on the outside corner, or even 1-1. White Dunn in left field, Colton Warren in center, Carson Raybone out in right. Here's the pitch. In fact, I think I have that wrong. Raybone's out in left field. Dunn's out in the right field today. They just swapped today. Pitches the ball now 2-1. 2 outs and a Wildcat first. And here's the pitch. And just missed outside now 3-1. Got some viewers down, hoping down in White County, down in Searcy. Glad to have you with us today. I know Coach Fullerton sent the link out. It's Khpq and YouTube and Facebook if you got friends that want to watch down in the Searcy area. And a pop fly behind third, now in foul territory. Zach Hunt gives it a chase, and did he come up with it? Yes! A nice play by Zach Hunt, racing toward the left field foul line near the fence, made the catch with his back to home plate. And the Wildcats go down in order in the first. Harding and Clinton, you're listening to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip, 94.7.
From the opening kick to the closing whistle, Anchor is proud to back Clinton Yellow Jacket football. On the field and off, effort and execution matter. Preparation, accountability, and trusted partners. That's how we work every day. Our Anchor team serves families and businesses across Arkansas with insurance, payroll, and tax support, backed by 11 locations statewide and a client-first approach. Players, coaches, and fans, play hard, cheer loud. Anchor, anchored in trust, driven in service.
FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. FL Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. FL Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Lineup for the Yellow Jackets today. It'll be Rylan Jones leading off, playing at shortstop. Zach Hunt, who made that nice play to end the inning, batting second, playing third base. Hayden Jones back behind the plate today for the first time in a while, batting third. Wyatt Dunn out in right field, batting fourth. Colton Warren batting fifth, and in center field, Colson Clute over at first, batting sixth. Luke Westfall, the DH today, is batting seventh. Noah Calhoun batting in the eighth spot and playing second base, and Carson Rabone in left field, batting ninth this afternoon with Red Horton on the mound for the Jackets. It'll be Jones, Rylan Jones, Hunt, and Hayden Jones, Dunn, Warren, and Clute, Westfall, Calhoun, and Rabone here today for the Yellow Jackets. And Boji Hester, who had was going to go watch track today, but he also had his first great-granddaughter, or grandchild, going to be born any day now. And he just sent me a text that says, looks like we have a great-granddaughter, our first. So congratulations to Boji Hester and his wife. And that's a grandchild up in northwest Arkansas. And so their first great-grandchild. They're excited about that. And I'm sure Boji's probably got one ear on the ball game and on that too. So, and he'll be back with us pretty soon. But congratulations to the Hesters and their first great grandchild. Rylan Jones leading off for the Jackets. Nate Colbert, the pitcher. He's a tall right-hander. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss, and that's how the first starts for Clinton. Harding Academy dressed in camouflage today. White pants, camouflage shirts, trimmed in red. Red caps, Yellow Jackets in white pants. Gold jerseys, trimmed in black. Here's the pitch. And a strike on the inside corner. Count now 0-2. Fans starting to gather on the hill out on Booster Island. Starting to fill up out there. Should be a big crowd as people get off work this afternoon. 0-2 pitch to Jones. And in the dirt, a good play by the catcher to block that one. Ethan Mulvaney behind the plate. One, two the count. Jones trying to get on in the first. Here's the pitch, and he pops it up on a high pitch. And the second baseman looks up. Now the first baseman says, I've got it. And he makes the catch. And the second baseman, if you haven't been here before, it's the first, second, and right field. That's what they're looking right up into the sun. It's a little bit overcast today. I'm not sure if the second baseman saw that one. but the first baseman, Hawks, made the play. That'll bring in Zach Hunt, who made a really good running catch in foul territory there in the first. Ooh, nice curveball by Colbert. Freezes Zach for a strike. No score, bottom of the first. There's the 0-1. Low, count even 1-1. Signs coming from the dugout to the pitcher. They're coming by number. So you see the pitcher checking that wristband. Here's the pitch. Ooh, it hits Zach Hunt around the knee area. Zach limping around the home plate area. Tough kid, played fullback. He's took a lot of hits in his career. You're going to have to walk that one off. Jackets have their first runner. That's the first runner of the ball game. Last night, Clinton and Bigelow combined to hit 9 hitters last night. I think the Jacket pitchers hit 5. Bigelow hit 4. There was also 7 combined walks. 16 runners got on base last night, either hit by pitch or walked. And Zach still having to walk that one off. Assistant coach Chase Powers with him down the right field line. Do have a trainer here today. Mr. Lambeth with Harding Academy is here today. Long-time trainer, instructor at the university, and sure if we need anything, Mr. Lambeth will be right on that. Thank for our audience down in Searcy watching today. I had to put out the report. I was never a Harding Academy Wildcat, but I was a Harding University Bison, so a lot of family and friends down in Searcy and Harding. I think now we're ready. That was my disclaimer. All right, Zach Hunt is ready. Hayden Jones steps in. Runner at first, 1 out. Hayden catching today. Here's the pitch. And he shoots one to center field. Center fielder going back, still going back. Now it may be over his head. It is. It's over his head. And it's going to be a long single. As Zach Hunt had to hold up, thinking the center fielder was going to catch it. And then Pryor ran it, got over his head, and he ran it down out in left center field. And so the Jackets have 2 on 1 out here in the first. Maybe the longest single you'll ever see. About 1 hop the fence out there. That'll bring in Wyatt Dunn. Jackets use a courtesy runner at first. That's Briar Cullum. Got sprinter speed. See what Dunn wants to do here. They're in tight at the corners. And he shows bunt, and he fouls it back. Colton Warren, the hero from last night, on deck. Jackets threatening in the first. No score with Harding Academy. Wind blowing from right to left. Got one down the left field line toward the scoreboard. You probably get a little help today. Shows bunt, pulls the bat back outside. Or even now 1-1. Zach Hunt was hit by a pitch. Moved to second on the single by Hayden Jones. And now Wyatt Dunn trying to move him over. Colbert from the stretch to the plate. Shows bunt. Takes a ball. Now 2-1. That pitch is running away from the right-handed hitter. A lot of room down the right and left field lines as they kind of bunch towards center field. Now Dunn's ahead in the count 2-1. He shows bunt, perfect bunt, back to the pitcher, and he boots it, picks it, throws out at first. But both runners move up with 2 outs, and he gets a good hand from the crowd here. A good baseball, knowledgeable crowd. as Dunn sacrifices the runners over. Hunt to third, Jones to second, and Colton Warren with that big triple, walk-off triple to win the game last night. There's a chance to put the Jackets in the lead early. Here's the pitch from Colbert, and low for a ball. Colson Clute on deck. Back-to-back lefties in the Yellow Jacket lineup. Wind blowing steadily out to left. Here's the pitch. Pitch in the dirt. Good play by Mulvaney to block that one. May have saved a run. Hunt getting a good jump off third. Cullum will score from second on a hit. They're not holding him out there, and he's got good speed. Warren looking for something to hit on 2-0. Here's the pitch, and he taps it toward first. First baseman Hawks fields it, race to the bag, and he wins it. And that'll end the inning as Warren grounds out. The Yellow Jackets pick up a hit, leave a couple, fail to score. We head to the second. We're scoreless here at Clinton. Listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip, 94.7.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Clay, I always ask, how's the car business?
Well, the car business has been like other things. It's been tough lately, and we've had to make some real hard adjustments. We've had to look at our interior costs and make sure that we're doing the things that are the most effective for our business to be the best service for our customers. We even are lowering prices in some cases, where in most industries they've tried to raise prices to keep up with the inflation. We've tried to lower ours to be more attractive to our customers and just be an overall help to the community.
Your hometown dealer, Clay Maxey Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Clinton.
The second, no score. Harding Academy will have the 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up. It'll be Joe Miles, Rhett Watson, Riley Smith. Anybody gets on, Tate Kemper, Rhett Horton retired them in order in the first inning. This Yellow Jacket Ball Club, or this Harding Academy team we talked about being the defending state champions. They won that exciting game against Brooklyn last year. I think it went about 14 innings, the state championship game. In fact, I went to the game. It was at UCA in Conway. I watched the first 9 or 10 innings. Harding scored 3 runs in the 10th. I thought it was over, so I ran a mile across town and I watched the finals, the 4A finals, girls softball, and I saw the last 2 innings of it. Here's the pitch, fly ball swinging, first pitch. Rabone in left field, goes back near the line, makes the catch there. 4 in a row now retired by Rhett Horton. Anyway, I get over and watch the final couple innings of the softball state championship game, and somebody says, actually it was Lance Taylor, head of the AAA, said, hey, Brooklyn came up with some runs. They're still playing across town. You going to go back and watch baseball? So I said, yep, I'm heading back. So I went back and watched, I think, the 12th, 13th, and 14th, something like that. And then the Wildcats won it finally over the Brooklyn Bearcats for the state championship. But there's 8 state titles for Shane Fullerton's Harding Academy Wildcats. In fact, they've won 4 of the last 5 state titles. Fly ball foul. Count even now 1-1. Hitter is Rhett Watson. But that's pretty amazing. 8-time state champion. They've won 4 of 5. And really amazing, too. They got a late start to baseball. Most high schools in the state had already gone to baseball. The Academy had not. And there's a line drive. Base hit. First hit of the game for the Wildcats. Left center. Might go for 2. He's going to make the turn. Heading for second. And he's got a stand-up double as he legs that one out. He's going to hit in the left center field. Rabone was able to get it, fire it back in. But Watson had a stand-up double. But they've had all 8 of those state championships since 2008. Clinton with a state championship in 1991 and went back to the state championship game in 1992. No score in the second. Riley Smith, the hitter. Harding Academy now with their first hit of the game. They got a runner at second, 1 out. And here's the pitch. Horton, the curveball on the outside corner. Nice pitch there. Holding the runner at second, that's Calhoun, trying to keep Watson close. Here's the pitch. High outside for a ball. Count now even 1-1. Fans still coming in. We also have softball going. That starts at 5 o'clock. Down to our right in the newly remodeled Lady Yellow Jacket softball field. And here's the pitch. Ooh, and a swing and a miss on a fastball on the outside corner. Count now 1-2, and Horton could use a strikeout here. Rabone deep and left. Here's the pitch. There goes the runner for third. And he fly ball right field. Could be trouble if it stays fair. Wind pushes it to the line, and White Dunn able to make the play. And the runner has to get back to second. As White Dunn able to track that one down. Actually, that wind probably kept that one in the field of play. It's pushing from the right field over to the left. And it was a long foul ball down the right field line that might have got out of the park had the wind not held it up. And now there's 2 outs. And the hitter is Tate Kemper. And Tate takes the ball low. Kemper, the right fielder. Runner at second. That's Watson. He had a 1-out double. He's now there with 2 outs. No score, top of the second. Harding Academy and Clinton. Horton checks the runner at second, now throws. Ball gets away, gets into short center field, but Calhoun runs it down. And the runner has to stay put. Horton, the left-handed pitcher, had to wheel all the way around to throw that ball to second. First base is open. 8th place hitter on deck. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. Now 2-0. Kemper up in the box. Here's the pitch. And a shot toward left center. Rabone is there and makes the play. He had him played perfectly as Kemper hit that one right on the nose. But Rabone was right there. And the Jackets retire. The Wildcats in the second, a 1-out double. But Watson was stranded. We head to the bottom half of the second. No score. Clinton and Harding Academy. Listen to Yellow Jacket baseball on the Trip, 94.7.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Hi, I'm Ginger for Jolie Chevrolet. And when you're buying a new vehicle, keep in mind that a quality service department is one of the most important things to consider. At Jolie Chevrolet, our service department stands ready with genuine GM parts and qualified service technicians right here at home, right where you need us. Come see the service that follows every sale at Jolie Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
A broadcast service of King & Company Radio Incorporated. We're 94.7, 234 BB, and 97.3 KTFL, 1110 AM. Clinton.
Hey, the second inning brought to you by Western Sizzle of Clinton, a Clinton dining tradition located on Highway 65 South. And I always say the best salad bar in town. Come in and eat off the food bar. Always great choices there. And the menu, and I always say if you can probably tell them what you want, they can probably make it for you at Western Sizzling. Great wait staff. Carla and Scotty Jones, great longtime proprietors and supporters of Yellow Jacket Athletics, including their sons and the future, their daughter, I'm sure will be on basketball one of these days and softball. So they've been great supporters of the Yellow Jackets, and their kids have been great examples as Yellow Jackets. So I want to thank Western Sizzling of Clinton for their support of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Stop by for your pregame meal. On the way home, stop by for your postgame meal. It'll be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters do it for the Jackets in the second. Colson Clute, Luke Westfall, Noah Calhoun. Anybody gets on, Karsten Rabone. Jackets got 2 on in the first, but couldn't drive them home. We're scoreless in the bottom of the second. And here's the pitch, and a swing and a miss as a pitch on the outside corner to the left-handed hitting Colson Clute. Colson, a good ball game last night also against Bigelow. Trying to get on to start the second. Here's the pitch, and he turns on a fastball and hits it through the hole into right field. And those left-handed hitters love that pitch low and in, and that's where that was. And he just dropped the bad head on it and hit it into right field, and the Jackets have their second hit of the game. And the leadoff man on here in the second. That'll bring in Luke Westfall, the DH. Probably hear Brian Henderson maybe in the background. He's introducing the lineups of the softball game, and then he's going to have to run back over here and continue doing the baseball game. Here's the pitch, and a swing and a miss. A fastball inside. Be a lot of fun. I think next year, our new conference, it will be baseball and softball. Pretty much the conference games will be played in the same day, so a lot of fun when you have both fields going at the same time. Here's the pitch. Shows bunt. Good bunt. Back to the pitcher. Only plays to first. Out there. Ooh, almost didn't keep his foot on the bases. The throw is on the home plate side of first, but Hawks did a good job of getting back on the base. And the second sacrifice of the day for the Yellow Jackets. Clute now in scoring position at second. That'll bring in Noah Calhoun with a chance to put the Jackets in the lead. Harding outscored Clinton 20-1 last year. Here's the pitch. And a strike called. Rabone on deck. Nate Colbert, the pitcher for the Wildcats. Pitching from the stretch. Now throws to second. Clute gets back easily. He's trying to keep him honest back there at second base. Wind still blowing from right to left. Have a scoreboard down the left field line. That's probably your best bet to get some help from the wind. Here's the pitch. And a curveball just missed. Count even 1-1. Colbert steps off the rubber, now back on. Checks the runner at second. Now he throws again to second. And Clute gets back easily. Second baseman almost a little late in covering there. That was almost headed for center field. We had a timing play on there. Here's the pitch. And fly ball foul down the right field line. Will it stay in play? No. Over the fence into the Yellow Jacket bullpen. Jackets in the first base dugout. Wildcats over on that third base side. Maybe able to hear the wind over our microphones here. If you just tuned in, Boji Hester not here today, but he has a new great granddaughter. Here's the pitch. And strike. A nice curveball as he froze the right-handed hitter. First strikeout of the game for Colbert. And now there's 2 outs in the Yellow Jackets second. And a runner, that's Clute, still down at second base. Jackets have been pretty good this year, scoring runs with 2 outs. In that rally in the 6th inning last night, they scored 4 runs with 2 outs. They've been really good about not leaving runners. Curveball stays inside. Ball 1. Our next broadcast will be Friday at 5. And a huge conference game for the Lady Yellow Jackets. Ooh, and Rabone is hit. The second Yellow Jacket to be hit today. And it's first and second, but that will bring up the leadoff hitter, Rylan Jones. Rylan popped up to the first baseman his first time up. 2 on, 2 out for the second inning in a row for the Yellow Jackets. No score. Jackets trying to break through. Colbert checks the runner. Pitch to Jones. Curveball for a strike. Good break on his curveball. Little tough pitching conditions over. That wind is really steady today. It was kind of off and on yesterday, but today it is steady. Here's the pitch. And a curveball again. That was ran outside, and Jones came up empty chasing that one, and now it's 0-2. Ryland's got to guard the plate. Outfield deep and straight away. Jones, the senior, at the plate. Runner leads away at second. Here's the pitch. Curveball, and he fights it off the wrist down the right field line. Will it stay fair? No, it's about 5 feet foul down the right field line, and that would have scored a run. A good piece of hitting, though, just to keep up, stay alive. He fought that one off, hit it off the handle. And there goes my pen. I can't blame the wind, though. I threw it. Hayden Jones' mom taking care of me there. My First Security Bank pen. Here's the pitch. And fly ball right field, right at the right fielder. And he makes the play. Had him played perfectly. Jones hit it on the screws, but caught in right field. And that'll end the inning. Jackets pick up a hit and a hit batter, but leave 2. We head to the third inning. There's no score. Clinton and Harding Academy. Listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the home of the Yellow Jackets, KGFL and KHPQ.
From the opening kick to the closing whistle, Anchor is proud to back Clinton Yellow Jacket football. On the field and off, effort and execution matter. Preparation, accountability, and trusted partners. That's how we work every day. Our Anchor team serves families and businesses across
the hip thrust
Arkansas
machine?
with insurance, payroll, and tax support, backed by 11 locations statewide and a client-first approach. Players, coaches, and fans, play hard, cheer loud. Anchor, anchored in trust, driven in service.
At Clay Maxey Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Clinton, it's all about the personal relationship.
Absolutely. We want you to see familiar faces, smiling faces, and people that are there to help. You know, it's always an inconvenience to bring your car in for service. It just is what it is. And so we know that we have to be a step above the competition, and we want to make that experience that's normally an inconvenience and have it be a happy experience for you.
See the change at ClayMaxeyCDJR.com.
In the third, no score. Good ball game here on the Hill in Clinton. This third inning brought to you by Market 65, Highway 65, south in the old Walmart building in Clinton. That's if you're old enough to remember the old Walmart building. And a great, I'm not going to call it a flea market, but there's vendors in there, local vendors, regional vendors come by, and there's all kinds of things for sale in there. A great coffee shop on the inside. And, of course, one of the best parts is those food trucks on the outside. You can come do some shopping, have a cup of coffee, shop some more, and stay around for lunch at Market 65, one of our newest Yellow Jacket supporters. It'll be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up for the Wildcats in the third. Cruz Ray, Ethan Mulvaney, and there's a fly ball out of play onto the right side. And Cam Pryor. Anybody gets on today? Titus Henley. Cruz Ray, the hitter. He's the DH. Batting right-handed against the left-handed Rhett Horton. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Count now 1-2. Rhett's given up only 1 hit through the first 2 innings. Trying to get the first out here in the third. And a base hit through the hole into left field. Good pitch on the inside part of the plate. But Ray stayed with it. Pulled it into the hole in the left field. Second hit of the game for the Wildcats. That'll bring in Mulvaney. Each team now with 2 hits. The Jackets have left 4 runners today. Here's the pitch. There goes the runner for second. Throw down, and he is safe. Made it close, but he got in there. Hayden Jones, 1-hop throw to second base. Calhoun put on the tag. But Ray beat it. And he's there with nobody out. Pitch was a ball. Track team today, the junior high track team is in Green Forest. It's a little over an hour away. Senior high track will be in Green Forest on Thursday. Shows bunt, gets it down. Good bunt. Tough play at first. Jones picks it and now drops it. And now they have a runner caught between third and home. And Horton throws it to third, and he gets back. And the Jackets, that was a really good bunt. I'm not sure if they were going to throw him out at all at first base. It rolled about 8 feet out in front of the plate. He was probably going to beat it out at first. But the runner overran third. And the Jackets could not get the ball behind him quick enough, so runners at first and third, nobody out. And the Wildcats play a little bit of small ball. Now you're back to the top of the order with Cam Pryor. Cam All-State in football and baseball. And a signee with the Harding University football team, the 2023 state or national champions, and the 2025 national runner-up. So Cam will be heading over to play for the Bisons. And runner goes to second. Now the throw to third. They got him picked coming down the line. And now they're trying to get him in the rundown. Zach Hunt with the ball. Throws it to Hayden Jones. He's going to run him back to third. Throws it to, now he's going to just tag him. And he makes the tag for the out. And the runner went to second, but the Jackets get the man coming from third. Hayden Jones took the pitch, faked the second, and the runner at third took off down the line, and he threw it behind him to Zach Hunt, who ran him down the line, got it to Hayden Jones, and Hayden ran him back to third. And instead of making the throw, he said, I can get him myself. And he ran him down and put the tag on him. And now there's a runner at second and 1 out, as Ray is retired. And that's going to go 3-5-3, 3-5-3 if you're scoring at home. 1 out. Mulvaney at second. Actually, that's a courtesy runner at second. The pitch to Pryor, and he pops it up a mile high on the infield. Ryland Jones, one of his buddies from summer baseball, makes the catch. And now there's 2 outs. Those two have known each other for a long time. Now the Jackets have a chance to get out of the jam here in the third. Runner at second, 2 outs. It was first and third and no outs. Titus Henley, the hitter, and he popped up to Calhoun at second back in the first. And here's the pitch, and he shoots one into short right field. Dunn coming in. Now Calhoun going out, and he makes the catch. Calhoun retires Henley for the second time today, and the Jackets get out of a 2-on, 2-out jam. As the Wildcats come up empty, they have 2 hits the inning. They leave 1, and we head to the bottom of the third. No score. Clinton and Harding Academy. Listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip, 94.7.
At Ozark Health in Clinton, Arkansas, we're more than a hospital. We're neighbors, helping neighbors. Here you'll find the close-knit feel of a small town, with the dedication and resources to deliver exceptional care. If you're looking for a place where your work truly matters, join us. Ozark Health is hiring, and we'd love to meet you. Apply today at ozarkhealth.net. We're more than a hospital. We're neighbors, helping neighbors.
For excellence in auto body work and paint jobs, there's only one name to call: Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery. They strive for excellence in every job they do. Quality work is their specialty, and they pride themselves on the perfect color match. Plus, you'll know when your car is repaired at Justin's that it will last. For all your collision repair and body work, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery is the place to call. Highway 65 South in Clinton. Call 745-2992.
Well, we head to the bottom of the third. Score. It's been a good ball game here. Each team is Harding Academy has 3 hits in the day. The Yellow Jackets have 2. Both teams have had a chance to score, but the defenses have come up big so far. And we head to the bottom of the third of this inning, brought to you by Beavers DDS, located downtown Clinton, a block off the court square on Main Street for all your dental needs. Give Dr. Jamie Beavers and the crew over there a call. And generational Yellow Jacket fans, from Dad to Jamie to his sons, and longtime supporters of Yellow Jacket athletics, are glad to have them on board each and every year at Beavers Dental. Jackets will have the 2, 3, and 4 hitters up. Zach Hunt, Hayden Jones, Wyatt Dunn. Anybody gets on, Colton Warren. Nate Colbert on the mound for his third inning of work for the Wildcats. Here's the pitch. Strike on the outside corner. Hunt was in the hole the first time up, but got hit around the knee area. Took a little while to walk it off. Here's the pitch. And pop fly behind first in foul territory. Hawks near the fence line and makes the play. And that's how the third inning starts for the Yellow Jackets. A lot of foul room in this ballpark. We've already seen, what was that, 2 now? Foul balls, one by each team, has been caught for an out. Lady Yellow Jackets lead 1-0. That's in the first inning. They're playing Joe T. Robinson. That's a conference game. Lady Jackets 2-0 in conference play right now. They get a win today, and they'll have a showdown Friday at 5 o'clock with Morrilton. Hayden Jones, the hitter. Hayden got Clinton's first hit of the ball game, and he shoots one to center field. Cam Pryor coming in short left field and makes the play. 2 up, 2 down in the Clinton third. That'll bring in Wyatt Dunn. Wyatt, perfect sacrifice bunt back in the first. He'll try to get on, bring up Colton Warren. Here's the pitch. And first pitch swinging down the right field line. Foul territory again. Hawks runs out of room this time. I want to mention Bryant Brown. He's here today. I saw him earlier. He signed up to play golf at Lyon College last week. I remember that. And tomorrow at 2 o'clock at the arena. Finish this after Colbert's pitch. And foul back to the screen. And our audience down in Searcy may want to be interested in this. Terrence Kempson, one of the top 4A golfers in the state of Arkansas, he will sign tomorrow with Harding University at the arena. A signing ceremony tomorrow at 2 o'clock at Yellow Jacket Arena. And a foul tip at the plate. Dunn stays alive. It's 0-2. But the Bisons are getting a good one in Terrence Kempson, and the Scots are getting a good one in Bryant Brown. Here's the pitch. Ooh, high for a ball. Try to get it a chase. Now it's 1-2. Here's the pitch. And fly ball. Left center field. Left fielder going back and makes the play. For the out, that's Joe Miles. That'll end the inning. Jackets go down in order for the first time today. We head to the fourth. We're scoreless. Harding and Clinton. Listen to Yellow Jacket baseball on the trip. 94.7.
Life is better with football and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to tackle your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security banking center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Clay, I always ask, how's the car business?
Well, the car business has been like other things. It's been tough lately, and we've had to make some real hard adjustments. We've had to look at our interior costs and make sure that we're doing the things that are the most effective for our business to be the best service for our customers. We even are lowering prices in some cases, where in most industries they've tried to raise prices to keep up with the inflation. We've tried to lower ours to be more attractive to our customers and just be an overall help to the community.
Your hometown dealer, Clay Maxey Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Clinton.
We head to the fourth inning. It's scoreless. Good ball game here at the ballpark on the hill. This fourth inning brought to you by the Tester Law Firm. We mentioned Dr. Jamie Beavers earlier and his support of Yellow Jacket Athletics. I want to thank Tester Law Firm and his son Daniel Beavers working over there for Mr. Tester, and that's another great generational Yellow Jacket family, the Testers and the Tester Law Firm, for all your legal needs. They're located in the strip mall there on Highway 65 there, across the road from McDonald's, basically, and next door to O'Reilly Auto Parts. And or if you know where Dr. Matthews is, he's right next door. But Tester Law Firm in Clinton, thanks for your support of Yellow Jacket Athletics. 3, 4, and 5 hitters do it for the Wildcats. Bentley Hawks, Joe Miles, Rhett Watson. Anybody gets on, Riley Smith. Hawks is a left-handed hitter. Horton, the left-handed pitcher, throws a strike, and he jumps ahead 0-2 in the count. Here comes the 0-2. High for a ball. Here's the pitch, and ball back to the screen now, 2-2. Harding Academy no runs on 3 hits. Yellow Jackets no runs on 2 hits. The Jackets have left 4 on base so far. The Academy's left only 2. Horton trying to get the first out of the 4th, and back to the screen. It was 0-2, now it's 3-2. Interesting to see the Wildcats in those camouflage uniforms. I haven't seen them in a year or so. Easy to see that red and white. Here's the pitch, ball 4. After getting the first 2 strikes, he throws 4 straight balls, and Hawks is on. That's the first walk of the game for Red Horton. That'll bring in Joe Miles. Joe flying out to Rabone in left field, his first time up. Throw to first, and the ball gets away, and the runner's going to go to second. That went off Klute's glove. Klute hustles and gets it back in. The throw is on the second base side of first. So Colson had to kind of reach in as the runner was coming in on top of him. Not sure if he maybe knocked the ball away off his glove. But anyway, now there's a runner at second and nobody out. Here's the pitch. Shows bunt. Misses the bunt for a strike. Now it's 0-1. Academy got 2 on with nobody out in that last inning, failed to score. They have a man at second and nobody out here in the 4th. And there's the pitch, and a tapper foul, and now Miles in the hole 0-2, and Horton would sure like a strikeout here. Watson on deck. Horton still looking for his first strikeout of the game. Jones trying to hold the runner close at second. Here's the pitch, and a tapper toward that hole at third. Hunt cuts it off. Now the throw across the diamond, and he's safe at first. And now the runner gets off third again, but he gets back as the throw goes across the diamond. And for the second inning in a row, Harding has first and third, nobody out. That was a high chopper towards short. Zach Hunt, the third baseman, cut it off, but his throw was late. Hawks at third, Miles at first. Had the same situation last inning, and the Jackets picked off the runner at third in a rundown. Watson doubled his first time up. Here's the pitch. There goes the runner. Throws this one to second. Calhoun comes in and cuts it off, but the runner stays put at third. Now it's second and third with nobody out. A little different play that time. The first time they faked the throw to second, threw it to third. This time they bring the Second baseman into the middle of the diamond. He cut the throw off, but the runner stayed at third. Here's the pitch. And swing and a miss. Count now 1-1. Jackets playing the infield at short and second deep, so a ground ball would score a run. In tight at the corners. Here's the pitch. And fly ball center field. Warren in his tracks. Now makes the catch, and they do not send the runner home. And a good throw by Warren, cut off by Clute. Now there's one out. I think the Jackets probably would have tried that one. McKnight pretty daring on the bases, but the Academy didn't try it. It was a medium depth center field, and Colton had to basically catch it flat-footed. One out. Riley Smith, the hitter. Fouled out to the right fielder, first time up. Second and third, one out. First pitch is high for a ball. First base is open. Horton checks the runners to the plate. And the dirt blocked by Jones. Good play. Now it's 2-0. We're scoreless in the fourth. The Academy threatening. Runners at second and third, and only one out. Here's the pitch. And fly ball right field. Dunn coming in. Coming in, makes the catch. Here's the tag. Here comes the throw to the plate, and he is safe at the plate on a sacrifice fly by Riley Smith. Probably not hit any deeper than that last ball to center field. Dunn caught the ball, made the perfect throw. It was just late. And the Academy leads 1-0. Hawks scores. Miles stayed at second. Tate Kemper, the hitter, and he lined a shot that was caught in left field by Rabone. Curve for a strike. First base open. Eighth place hitter on deck. If you're Clinton, you want to limit the damage to one run. They had second and third, no outs. If you get out here with a one run, you'll take it. Here's the pitch, and a strike call, now 0-2. Strike away from getting out of trouble here. Horton checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. Curveball reaching right field. Dunn having to come in, and they can't make the play as it drops between Clute and Dunn. That was a really good pitch by Horton, and the hitter hit it right off the end of the bat. And it landed in short right field in front of the right fielder and behind the first baseman. 2-0 Harding Academy. As Miles scores from second. That'll bring in Cruz Ray, who singled back in the third. Jackets wiggle out of a jam in the third. Couldn't do it in the fourth. Ray fouls one back. Coach McKnight sprints down and pick up the foul ball. Coach McKnight's he's sprinting everywhere all day long. He's sprinting. At school, he's sprinting. Here's the pitch. High for a ball for the Searcy fans. Coach McKnight, his first job was here 3 years ago as the assistant coach. Head coach at Wonderview for a year. Want to get experience. Was assistant coach at Greenbrier last year. And then came back home to Clinton this year to take over. Line drive, base hit by Ray, and the runners will move up to second. It'll be first and second with 2 outs. As Kemper stops at second, that'll bring in the ninth place hitter, Ethan Mulvaney. 2 on, 2 out. Harding leads 2-0. But Coach McKnight, if you don't know, I kind of call him the royal baseball family of Van Buren County. His grandfather played for the Chicago Cubs and had about an 18-year career, including the minor leagues. Here's the pitch. Ball. His father, Jack, played in the minor leagues up to the AAA. His Uncle Jim Jr. played in the minor leagues. And his Uncle Jeff, all of his dad's brothers, his Uncle Jeff played for the New York Mets and the Baltimore Orioles. So, great baseball family, all from B Branch. It's just a strike. Count even now 1-1. Cody himself, a great athlete, ran track at the University of Memphis. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here in the Academy 4th. Pitch is just outside. 2-1. The wind really kicking up now. Foul back to the screen. Now 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. The Deuces are wild here in the 4th. And Harding leads 2-0. Horton trying to end this inning right here. Here's the pitch. High to Mulvaney. Now it's 3-2, and Cam Pryor is on deck, and you don't want to get to him with the bases loaded. This inning started with a walk to Bentley Hawks. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. And now the bases are loaded for Pryor. Ray goes to second. Kemper over to third. And now Jace Powers will make the walk to the mound. The Yellow Jackets pitching coach. Jackets have a pitcher working in the bullpen right now. Lady Yellow Jackets lead 3-0 in the 2nd inning. Next door to us. They're looking to go 3-0 in conference play with a showdown Friday here against Morrilton at 5 o'clock. We'll have that broadcast for you on Friday. I want to mention Philip Jones and Arkansas Mountain Real Estate, one of our great game day sponsors and second-generation realtor. Nobody knows the market better than Philip Jones. Offices here, offices at Fairfield Bay. And tell him what you want. He'll find it for you. You want the rooms, the square footage, the bathrooms, whatever it is, he can find it for you, the acreage. He can do it. And if you want to sell something, he's probably got the contacts to be able to move your property as quickly as possible. So Philip Jones at Arkansas Mountain Real Estate. And he may be here. All right, here we go. Bases loaded. This is a key batter in the ball game. Cam Pryor with the bases loaded and 2 outs. And he takes a ball high. It's the 8th hitter of the inning for Harding. They've had 3 walks. Or check that, 3 hits and 2 walks in the inning. And there's a ball. Now, Pryor will be looking for something to hit here. Ahead in the count, 2-0. Jack is trying to keep it a 2-0 game. Here's the pitch. Ground ball towards short. Jones has it, and it bounces off of him. And a run will score. And it's now 3-0. Harding Academy. Rodland went to his right, got in front of it, and the ball came up on him. And bounced off, and by the end there was no play. And now Harding has manufactured 3 runs here in the 4th, and this brings in the 9th hitter of the inning. Kemper scored. Ray went to third. Mulvaney at second. Titus Henley, the hitter, 0 for 2 today, popped out twice to Calhoun at second base. Still not the big hit yet. The game is still 3-0. If you could get it out here. Here's the pitch. High for a ball, and Ritt's been getting behind the hitters here in this inning. Started the first hitter of the inning, Bentley Hawks. He jumped ahead, no balls, 2 strikes, and then threw 4 balls. Here's the pitch, and a ground ball to first. There's Clute, and he'll step on the bag, and that'll end the inning. But the Wildcats send 9 hitters to the plate. In the 4th inning, they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, a couple of walks, and an error. They leave 3. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It's now Harding Academy 3, Clinton nothing. Listen to Yellow Jacket baseball on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
At Ozark Health in Clinton, Arkansas, we're more than a hospital. We're neighbors helping neighbors. Here you'll find the close-knit feel of a small town with the dedication and resources to deliver exceptional care. If you're looking for a place where your work truly matters, join us. Ozark Health is hiring, and we'd love to meet you. Apply today at ozarkhealth.net. We're more than a hospital. We're neighbors helping neighbors.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
And we head to the fourth inning, and for the first time today, it's not scoreless. Harding Academy picked up 3 runs in the fourth, and the Jackets, as we've seen all year, battle back. The Khpq Academy game, Khpq Academy would score, and then we would come right back. Yesterday, the Yellow Jackets trailed 3 different occasions against Bigelow and came back each and every time until finally Colton Warren ended the game with a walk-off triple in the bottom of the 7th, and he'll lead off here for the Jackets in the fourth. This fourth inning brought to you by Hensley Family Dental, located Highway 65 South, next to Sonic, across from Walmart. Kyle Hensley and all the crew there at Hensley Family Dental for all your dental needs. Give them a call. Open Monday through Thursday. And it's another generational Yellow Jacket family. Kyle, former great Yellow Jacket, and all of his kids have come through and play. And so great supporters of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Hensley Dental. Warren swinging a miss. Colton grounded out to first and is only at bat so far. Colbert on the hill still, and an off-speed pitch, swinging a miss. Now Colton's in the hole 0-2. Colbert's given up only a couple hits and no runs so far through 3 innings. Here comes the pitch from the right-hander, and low, now 1-2. Wind starting to die down just a little bit. Now all the ballparks are getting full now. Here's the pitch. And inside, half swing, did he go? And the umpire said yes. The ball hit the dirt. Catcher picked it up and tagged the hitter. And that'll go down as a strikeout. First out here in the fourth for the Yellow Jackets. The little Yellow Jacket Summer League team, they're warming up down to my right. And Lady Yellow Jackets next door. They lead 3-0 in the third. And in the field up to my left, up the hill toward the elementary building, they're practicing there. So it's always good to see the parks full and active. Colson Clute, the hitter, swinging a miss. Colson singled his first time up through the hole into right field. Here's the pitch from Colbert outside. That one ran away from the left-handed hitter. It's 1-1. Harding Academy 3 runs on 6 hits. Jackets so far shut out on only 2 hits. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2. Standings coming in today is Khpq Academy 6-0. Joe T. Robinson 4-0. Harding Academy 4-2. CAC 1-3. Clinton 2-4. Moulton 1-5. And Heber Springs 0-4. Throws a ball. Now it's 3-1. And now the pitching coach for Harding Academy makes a trip to the mound. Harding leads 3-0. We're in the fourth. And we were scoreless through 3. The Jackets were scoreless through 3 at Atkins last Thursday. And then came through with, I think, 4 in the fourth, 12 in the fifth, and 2 more in the sixth, and the Jackets won 18-11 over Atkins. All right, the conference on the mound is over. Colbert trying to kind of loosen up that right arm. Takes a deep breath, and now he's ready to go. Clute steps back in. And he'll have a 3-1 count. One out here in the Clinton fourth inning. Here's the pitch from Colbert. It's high, ball 4. The Jackets have a runner on here in the fourth. And that's the first walk of the game for Colbert. He has hit a couple of batters. That'll bring in Luke Westfall. Luke had a perfect sacrifice bunt back in the second. Jackets have had 2 of those today. Calhoun on deck. And here's the pitch. He's swinging away, and a foul tip caught by the catcher Mulvaney. This is the first game of 2. We only broadcast the first one. But if you want to come down and catch game 2, should be a good one. This one has been so far. Though the first was late. Now Westfall back in there, and the pitch is off the catcher's mitt, back to the screen. And Clute goes to second, and he's there with 1 out on the wild pitch. Jackets had a runner in scoring position in the first and second innings, and then they have one here in the fourth. Still haven't scored yet, though. A lot of folks now up on the hill, watching from the tailgates and the lawn chairs and Booster Island. Here's the pitch. And line drive, center field, may drop. It does. Clute had to hold up at second, make sure it hit the ground. He's only able to get to third as Cam Pryor comes in, makes a strong throw to third. And a base hit for Westfall. And it's first and third now for Clinton with 1 out. Good base running by Clute. He had to make sure the ball hit the ground. See what the Jackets want to do here. 3-0 Harding. Jackets have the tying run at the plate. That's Noah Calhoun. Noah struck out his first time up. Let's see if the Jackets want to do some running here. Westfall at first. Clute at third. Shows bunt. Curveball. Over the hitter's head for a ball. Coach McKnight giving the signals down at third. Colbert to Calhoun. Here's the pitch. Swinging away this time. And he taps it toward short and is through the hole in the left field. And the Jackets have scored. And he hit it right through the hole where the shortstop, Watson, was over trying to cheat towards second as the Yellow Jackets started the runner to second. And he hit it right through the hole where Watson was. That would have been probably maybe a tailor-made double play ball had he been playing straight up position there at shortstop. But he went over to cover second. And Calhoun hit it into left field for a base hit. 2 hits of the inning, and the Jackets are on the board today. It's now 3-1. The Jackets have runners at first and second, and 1 out as Clute scores. And now Harding makes a defensive substitution as the second baseman leaves the game. And number 2 enters the game. Pull up his name for you here. Nash Sanders is the new second baseman, a sophomore. Ribone up, tying run at first, runners at first and second, shows bunt, comes up empty for a strike. Sanders now at second for Henley. Here's the pitch, swinging away in the dirt, blocked by Mulvaney. Good play there, kept the runners from moving up. Carson was hit his first time up. First and second, one out. We're in the fourth. Colbert to the plate, shows bunt, takes a ball, now 2-1. Harding got 3 in the top of the fourth. The Jackets come back. They've got 1 so far in the bottom of the fourth. Call them the comeback kids. I've seen them do this all year long, and they don't quit. Colbert checks the runner at second. Shows bunt. Ball. Oh, they're going to call that a strike. Right at the knees. Borderline pitch. Got the call. Now it's 2-2. See what the Jackets want to do here. Stay with the bunt or swing it away. Ryland Jones on deck. Here's the pitch. Swing it away and a swing and a miss. And Rabone goes down on strikes. Second strikeout of the game for Colbert. Now back to the top of the order and Ryland Jones. Ryland's popped out to first and lined a shot right at the right fielder. Jones with a chance to cut into this 3-1 Harding lead. Trying to hold the runner close at second. Here's the pitch. Ooh, and the pitch goes behind him. Now both runners will move up. So Jackets couldn't get the bunt down, but they get a wild pitch. And both runners move up. That one almost hit him as it sailed behind Ryland Jones's back. Westfall's at third. Calhoun at second. Really good speed at second base. Base hit could tie the game. Jones gets back in. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2. Zach Hunt on deck. (3-1) Harding. Bottom of the fourth. Jones with a chance to tie the game. And now Colbert steps off. Colbert really deliberate this inning. I think and now they're going to intentionally walk Ryland Jones. And now the pitching coach is going to make another trip to the mound. And I think they may have a pitching change this time. We'll see. Jones at first, and the bases will be loaded with 2 outs. And there will be a pitching change. We'll take a break to listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip 94.7.
From the opening kick to the closing whistle, Anchor is proud to back Clinton Yellow Jacket football. On the field and off, effort and execution matter. Preparation, accountability, and trusted partners. That's how we work every day. Our Anchor team serves families and businesses across Arkansas with insurance, payroll, and tax support, backed by 11 locations statewide and a client-first approach. Players, coaches, and fans, play hard, cheer loud. Anchor, anchored in trust, driven in service. Times are changing, and so are the expectations of your internet provider. Introducing Petit Jean Fiber. Powered by your Petit Jean Electric Cooperative, Petit Jean Fiber offers the fastest internet speeds with the highest quality service in the Ozarks. Petit Jean Fiber will transform the way you live, work, and play online. All with no contracts or sudden price increases. Call us today at 501-745-2493 to see if service is available in your area.
Well, Harding Academy's gone to the bullpen. They're going to bring in Rhett Watson. The shortstop will be the new pitcher for the Yellow Jackets. He'll take over for Nate Colbert. Colbert went 3 2/3 innings. Gave up 1 run on 4 hits. He walked a couple and struck out a couple. And he is responsible for all 3 runners on base here as Zach Hunt steps in. And Zach was hit by a pitch in the first and popped out in foul territory to the first baseman. So a key moment in the game here. Harding leads 3-1, 2 outs in the fourth, and the bases are loaded with 2 outs. Good speed on the bases. Here's the pitch from Watson to Hunt, and a strike on the outside corner as he jumps ahead. Infield deep, playing for the force out. Outfield deep, trying to keep everything in front of them. The runners get a big lead. They're not holding them. Here's the pitch, and a ground ball foul outside of third. Now Zach Hunt's in the hole 0-2. Runners can get a big jump. There's nobody holding them. But Hunt's got to guard the plate now, down on the count 0-2. Watson from the stretch. He's a right-handed pitcher. And to the plate. And outside for a ball. Now it's 1-2. Game was scoreless for 3 innings. And Harding got 3 in the top of the 4th. Jackets have come back with 1 here in the bottom half, trying to get more. Watson to Hunt. And high ball 2. Hayden Jones on deck. Would love to see Hayden Jones get up this inning. That means something good happened. Watson from the stretch to the plate. And Tapper between first and second. Hawks gets it. Will anybody cover the throw? He is safe at first. Great hustle by Zach Hunt. As the pitcher was late covering, Hawks had to go towards second, field the ball, and then flip it to the pitcher Watson covering at first, and it was a bang-bang play at first. Zach Hunt with a head-first dive, and the Jackets have scored on an infield hit with 2 strikes by Zach Hunt. As Westfall scored, Calhoun goes to third, and Rylan Jones at second. And Hayden Jones could put the Jackets in the lead. It's 3-2. Here's the pitch. Jones takes it outside. Hayden singled in the first. Flied out to center field in the third. The Jackets have already doubled their run production. 3-2 here in the 4th. Here's the pitch. And he taps it foul. Outside the third, count now 1-1. White Dunn on deck. The comeback kids. Jones steps back in. Watson from the stretch to the plate. And outside for a ball, now 2-1. Jacket runners can get a really big jump here. Nope, they're not being held. Jones gets a big jump at second base. Also, that big lead at first might help Zach Hunt maybe beat a force out at second. Here's the pitch. Ooh, and Jones had one to hit there, and he fouled it straight back. And the count's now 2-2. I think Hayden would like to have that one back. Key moment in the game. Bases loaded. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. High ball 3, and now the runners will be going on the pitch. 3-2, 2 out. Something up the gap might clear the bases. Jones gets back in there. That's Hayden. Watson on the hill. Pick off at first, but Zach Hunt gets back. They were trying maybe to catch Zach Hunt leaving early. Zach got back. I want you to see the pitcher going to the plate, and you can take off here with 3 balls and 2 strikes and 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And it's inside, ball 4, almost hit him, and we're tied. And the Jackets have rallied for 3 runs in the third. RBI walk for Hayden Jones. Calhoun scores. Jones to third. Hunt to second. White Dunn the hitter. We're tied 3-3 in the bottom of the 4th. White Dunn the hitter. Here's the pitch. Strike on the outside corner. Good pitch by Watson. White's 0 for 1 today with a sacrifice. Colton Warren on deck. Dunn trying to keep the inning alive. Here's the pitch. Ooh, and a swing and a miss on a pitch up and out of the strike zone. And now White's in the hole 0-2. Got to guard the plate. Dunn up in the batter's box, trying to take away the breaking pitch. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. Now 1-2. Try to get him to chase. Briar Cullum running at first. A lot of speed there. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. And that'll end the inning. But the Yellow Jackets send 9 hitters to the plate, and they come up with 3 runs on 3 hits, a couple of walks. They leave 3. We head to the 5th. It's an all-new ball game. Harding and Clinton tied 3-3. Listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip 94.7.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call: Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call. 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
A broadcast service of King and Company Radio Incorporated. We're 94.7, 234 BV, and 97.3 KTFL, 1110 AM. Clinton.
Now the comeback kids do it again. Harding gets 3 in the top of the 4th. The Jackets come right back with 3 in the bottom of the 4th against the defending state champions. And Jackets now will go to the bullpen as Gabe Henry, the senior, will come on to pitch. The right-handed pitcher comes in for in relief of Red Horton, who did a great job today. Rhett went 4 innings, gave up 3 runs on 6 hits. He didn't have a strikeout, but he only walked 2 over those 4 innings. So a good job today by the left-hander Red Horton. And now he'll give way to Gabe Henry as we're tied 3-3 as we head to the 5th inning. Harding Academy will have the 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up. Bentley Hawks, Joe Miles, Rhett Watson. Anybody gets on, Riley Smith. Hawks 0 for 1 today. Fouled out on a nice play back in the first inning by Zach Hunt down the left field line. He hits a line shot right at Rylan Jones, who makes the catch at shortstop. 1 pitch, 1 out, and Hawks couldn't hit that one any harder. That'll bring in Joe Miles. Miles 1 for 2 on the day. A single and scored in the 4th. Henry, right-handed pitcher, pitches from the stretch, and a pitch inside for a ball. Gabe had a couple of innings last night against Bigelow. Jackets used 7 pitchers last night against Bigelow. Here's the pitch, and a tapper fouled into the Harding dugout on the third base side. Count even now 1-1. Lady Yellow Jackets lead 5-1. That's in the 4th inning. Here's the pitch low for a ball. Now 2-1. Harding 3 runs on 6 hits. The Yellow Jackets 3 runs on 5 hits. Jackets have left 7 runners today. Pitch high for a ball. The Academy has left 5. Henry's pitch to the plate and back to the screen. Ball 4. And And Harding has 1 on and 1 out here in the 5th. Third walk of the game for Yellow Jacket pitching. Oh, pick off at first, gets away down into right field. Miles heads for second, and he's going to go all the way to third. As the Yellow Jackets throw it away at first base, they tried to pick off Miles, and it went down into right field. And all of a sudden, the Wildcats had the lead run at third and only 1 out on a 2-base error. Watson's the hitter. He doubled in the second. Flied out to Warren in center field. His second time up, 1 for 2 on the day. And here's the pitch. High for a ball. Jackets in tied at first and third, but they're deep at second and short. And now they decide to play in for the play at the plate. All 4 Yellow Jacket infielders in tight. Here's the pitch. High, ball 2. Henry throws a strike on the outside corner, now 2-1. Miles at third, there's only 1 out. Good speed over there. Smith on deck. Watson, who's now the pitcher, now wild pitch back to the screen. And Miles scores easily, and Harding Academy retakes the lead 4-3. Harding scores without the benefit of a hit, a walk, a 2-base error, and a wild pitch. Clears the bases, but Harding leads 4-3. Henry to the plate and through the hole in the left field for a base hit. Runner at first now and 1 out. Watson now 2 for 3 on the day. That'll bring in Riley Smith. He's 0 for 1. He did have a sacrifice fly to right field. Drove in a run in that 3-run Harding 4th. Big lead at first for Watson. Henry to the plate. There goes Watson back up the middle to the second baseman. Out at second. Out at first. A double play. And for the second time in a week, a runner stealing second leads the defender right to the ball. That was right up the middle. Calhoun going over to cover second. Fielded the ball, stepped on the bag, and threw to first for a double play. But the Wildcats do come up with a run to break the tie. They get 1 run on 1 hit. And as we head to the bottom of the 5th, it's now Harding Academy 4, Clinton 3. Listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip 94.7.
Today's medical system is like a maze where patients get lost. Not here. Conway Regional takes a personal approach to health. So you get one-of-a-kind care that blends access and excellence, familiarity and fierce commitment, with a deeply invested team delivering the services and support that people deserve. This is not mass-produced healthcare. This is your healthcare. Conway Regional. Curated care.
Hi, I'm Ginger for Jolie Chevrolet. And when you're buying a new vehicle, keep in mind that a quality service department is one of the most important things to consider. At Jolie Chevrolet, our service department stands ready with genuine GM parts and qualified service technicians right here at home, right where you need us. Come see the service that follows every sale at Jolie Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
Well, the Jackets got to go back to work again. They rallied from a 3-0 deficit to tied at 3-3. Now they trail 4-3 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. I want to thank H&H Sports Bar and Grill, Petty Jean Fiber, First Arkansas Bank and Trust, and Farm Bureau of Van Buren County for their support of the live stream and these great pictures from the ballpark here in Clinton this afternoon, and the pictures you've seen all season long, from football to basketball to baseball to softball. We want to thank H&H Sports Bar and Grill, Petty Jean Fiber, First Arkansas Bank and Trust, and Farm Bureau. Remember, for all your advertising needs, call the station. Ask for Crystal Barnett. She'll take care of you. Chance maybe to be a part of the sports package next season or any type of advertising you need right now. Crystal can take care of you. Call her at the station, 745-4000. Colton Warren bunt, but right back to the pitcher and out at first. He tried to bunt for a hit, but it did too close to the pitcher. So one pitch, one out here in the Yellow Jacket fifth inning. That'll bring in Colson Clute. Colson 1 for 1 on the day. He singled, and he walked and scored in the fourth. Pitch outside for a ball. Rhett Watson, the pitcher, in relief of Nate Colbert. And swing and a miss. Luke trying to get on ahead of Luke Westfall here in the fifth. Here's the pitch. And a strike on the outside corner. Now Colson's in the hole 0-2. Here's the pitch from Watson, and he fouls it back out of play. Lady Yellow Jackets lead 5-1 in the fifth inning. Next door. Pulaski Robinson batting in the top of the fifth inning. Clute trying to get on. He's in the hole 0-2, and he fouls it to stay alive. Outfield straightaway. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Jackets' next game will be Friday as they travel to Conway Christian to play. Here's the pitch. And ground ball right at the second baseman. Fielded there. And out at first. 2 outs here in the Yellow Jacket fifth inning. Noah Sanders over at second base. That'll bring in Luke Westfall. Luke sacrificed in the second, singled and scored in the fourth. 1 for 1 on the day, and he fouls one here. Yellow Jackets in danger of going down in order for the second time today. They went down in order in the third. Harding has only gone down in order one time today. That was the first inning. Here's Watson's pitch. And pop fly behind first. First baseman Hawks gives it a chase. Did he run out of room? Yes, he does. Over the fence and out of play. Westfall now in the hole 0-2. Calhoun on deck. Watson to the plate. And outside and off the catcher and back to the screen. Breeze picking up again. It's been pretty steady today. Yesterday it was off and on, but pretty much from the first pitch today it's been blowing. Here's the 1-2. And half swing. It's away from the catcher. Did he go? No signal by the umpire. They throw it to first. Still no signal by the umpire. And now he asks for help at first. The umpire says no swing, so the count's now 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the fifth. Jackets trailing 4-3. Against the defending state champion Harding Academy Wildcats. Here's the pitch, and foul outside of third. We'll do it again. Watson from the stretch, even with nobody on base, to the plate. And once again, a foul at the plate. Westfall battling Watson. Watson ready. Here's the pitch. And in the dirt. Now it's 3-2. Westfall's battle to a 3-2 count. Watson to the plate. And strike three call, gets away from the catcher. He'll have to throw it to first. And it's in the dirt, but dug out by Hawks at first for the third out there. Jackets go down in order for the second time today. We head to the sixth inning. It's Harding Academy 4, Clinton 3. Listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip, 94.7.
Life is better with football. And with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to tackle your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Ginger for Jolie Chevrolet. And when you're buying a new vehicle, keep in mind that a quality service department is one of the most important things to consider. At Jolie Chevrolet, our service department stands ready with genuine GM parts and qualified service technicians right here at home, right where you need us. Come see the service that follows every sale at Jolie Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
I mean, we talk about all the great things going on at the Clinton Public School System. I want to remind everybody that the school choice deadline is coming up on June the 1st, and we would love to be able to serve your son or daughter at the Clinton Public Schools, whether they are their career path is college or workforce. We've got whatever you need here at the Clinton Public School System. We can prepare your child for the next chapter in their life. If you're college focused, we have both concurrent classes with colleges and AP classes so that you can get a head start right here at Clinton on your college career. Or if you're career focused, we've got great programs, especially in welding and nursing. And first pitch swinging as a base hit to open the Harding Academy sixth inning as Kemper singles in the center field. One on, nobody out here in the Harding sixth inning. But those welding, nursing, and especially the aviation program, which is part of the University of Arkansas system now, and headquartered with Dawson Aviation at the Clinton Airport. And what a program. That's such a expanding, growing job field in aviation. You can go out there and be an intern, and then they have the program out there, and it's now a part of the University of Arkansas system. And the potential for that program, I think, is unlimited, both for the airport, but also for the school and also for the community. That could be something really big in the future. And you could get on the ground floor out there as a high school student at Clinton. You could start studying aviation, and we would be glad to show you that. Give a call to I call it the big office, Tim Smith's office. The administrative offices are the high school office. Runner hits for second. Throw down by Jones, and he is safe at second. As a runner just beat the throw to second. Now the Academy has a runner at second. And nobody out. Or you can call the high school offices. Or call the administrative offices and ask for Sarah Hutchins, communications director, and she will definitely take care of you. But remember, the school choice deadline is June the 1st. We got to get that paperwork rolling, and we're already giving tours to students and parents already. And so get bunt in front of the plate, and good job by Hayden Jones. Let it roll foul It was fair. Had he picked it up, it would have been a good sacrifice, but he let it roll foul. And the runner has to go back to second. June 1st, school choice. Come be a Yellow Jacket. Be a part of the Clinton public school system. And the hitter gets back in. Gabe Henry on the hill for his second inning of work for the Jackets. And a swing and a miss. And the Jackets have to throw it to first, and they do for the out as the ball hit the dirt. But a big strikeout for Gabe Henry as he gets Ray out here. Ray had been 2 for 2 until that strikeout. And that brings in Ethan Mulvaney. Mulvaney 1 for 1. He's singled, and he's also walked. First pitch is high. Jackets trying to keep it a 1-run deficit. Harding leads 4-3 here in the 6th. And the pitch is a strike at the knees, now 1-1. Here's the pitch, line drive, one hop to shortstop. Jones fields it, throws, long throw, and a great stretch by Colson Clute at first. And the runner stays at second as the Jackets retire the runner, Ethan Mulvaney. And now there's 2 outs in the Harding Academy 5th inning. A one hopper to Ryland Jones. And Clute dug the ball out at first. 2 outs. Runner stayed at second. And then back to the top of the order, and Cam Pryor, who's 0 for 3 today. He did reach on an error last time up. Big at bat here. Pryor could give him a 2-run lead. The Jackets would like to keep it a 1-run game. Throw to second. He gets back. Calhoun gets in behind the runner at second. Lady Jackets now lead 7-1. That game in the 6th. And a strike call to Pryor. Right-handed hitter, right-handed pitcher. First base is open. Checks the runner at second, comes to the plate, and a fly ball right field. If it stays fair, it's trouble. Dunn near the line, now in foul territory, makes the catch. And the Jackets get out of the 5th inning as Harding Academy strands a runner at second. They had him there with nobody out. Couldn't drive him home. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's Harding Academy 4, Clinton 3. Listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip 94.7.
Life is better with football. And with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to tackle your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. FL Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. FL Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Good pitching by Gabe Henry in that 6th inning. The Jackets got out of a runner at second, nobody out jam without giving up a run. They trail 4-3 to the defending state champions as they come to bat in the bottom of the 6th. It'll be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up for the Yellow Jackets. They've played well today. Can they rally one more time? Ready to go. Coach McKnight gets his sprint to third in. And Calhoun steps into the box. Watson on the hill. His 3rd inning of work for the Wildcats in relief of Nate Colbert. And a line drive. Foul down the third baseline. About 3 feet foul. And that would have been a leadoff double had it stayed fair. Calhoun with good speed gets back in. Now the left fielder's hugging the line. There's a lot of room in left center field. Here's the pitch. And a ground ball right at the shortstop. Ooh, it takes a bad hop and into left field. And Calhoun is on to lead off the Clinton sixth. That was a routine ground ball to short and took a bad hop and went over the shortstop's head. We're going to make that a base hit. Rabone, the hitter, and look for the bunt here. Rabone steps in, gets the sign for McKnight. Good speed at first. Here's the pitch, shows bunt, gets it down, back to the pitcher. Watson to first, out there, tying run goes to second with only one out. The third sacrificed the game for the Yellow Jackets. Couldn't have rolled that one any better. Top of the order, and Rylan Jones, 0 for 2, but he was intentionally walked the last time. Clinton trailing 4-3. We're in the sixth inning. Jackets 3 runs on 5 hits. Harding Academy 4 runs on 8 hits. Here's the pitch and a ground ball toward third. Off the third baseman's gloves. Picks it up. Long throw and safe at first. Calhoun stays at second as the third baseman fielded it, dropped it, picked it up, and by then the speedy Jones had beat it out. That brings in Zach Hunt, and Zach says, I need a different bat, so he heads back to the dugout. Zach 1 for 2 today. He was also hit by a pitch, singled in the fourth. Not a new bat. It looks like they're going to wrap up his arm. Not sure if he may have had a scratch on there. Maybe the blood rule. Not sure. But Coach Powers is taping up that elbow. Calhoun at second. Jones at first. Lots of speed on the bases for the Yellow Jackets. They trail 4-3 against the state champions here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Watson just standing on the mound, not throwing any practice pitches. Long delay. All right, Hunt's bandaged up. He played fullback. He's been bandaged up a lot. Now he's ready to go, the senior. Checking for the sign down at third from Coach McKnight. Now he steps in. He had a walk-off earlier this season against Heber Springs. Here's the pitch to the plate, and he fouls it back. Had one to hit there, but fouled it straight back. Watson jumps ahead in the count 0-1. Calhoun at second, Jones at first. They're not holding Jones at first. He's going to get a big jump. And not really holding Calhoun at second. Now the second baseman gets in behind him. Watson to the plate. And a ground ball right at the second baseman. Second baseman flips to second. Out there over to first. Out at first on a nifty double play by the Wildcats. At first I didn't think it was hit hard enough. But the second baseman grabbed it, flipped it to the shortstop, who threw a strike to first. And that ended the inning. The Yellow Jackets had a threat but come up empty. We head to the seventh inning. It's Harding Academy 4, Clinton 3. Listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip, 94.7.
Petit Jean Electric Cooperative was created to bring power to rural Arkansas. And now we're connecting it to the world. Introducing Petit Jean Fiber, delivering the fastest, highest quality broadband internet and phone service available. Enjoy blazing fast upload and download speeds, unlimited access, reliable connectivity, and no contracts. The future is powered by fiber, and Petit Jean Fiber is blazing the trail. To see if we're signing up in your area, call 501-745-2493 today.
For excellence in auto body work and paint jobs, there's only one name to call: Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery. They strive for excellence in every job they do. Quality work is their specialty, and they pride themselves on the perfect color match. Plus, you'll know when your car is repaired at Justin's that it will last. For all your collision repair and body work, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery is the place to call. Highway 65 South in Clinton. Call 745-2992.
Well, it's been a good one here today at the ballpark. We head to the 7th inning. Harding leads 4-3. Gabe Henry in his 3rd inning of relief for Rhett Horton. Good pitching day by the Yellow Jackets, both Rhett Horton and Gabe Henry. Gabe has given up only 1 run on 2 hits over his 2 innings. Rhett gave up 3 runs on 5 hits. But pretty good pitching today for the Yellow Jackets. Still waiting for Hayden Jones. He was the on-deck hitter. Had his equipment off, had to go back, put his catching gear back on. And so now Gabe Henry's threw a few pitches. To Lance McNabb. And now he's throwing over to third base with Zach Hunt over there. Now Hayden Jones coming on to the field. Harding Academy will have their 2, 3, and 4 hitters here. They look to add insurance runs here in the 7th inning. It'll be Titus Henley, Bentley Hawks, Joe Miles, and anybody gets on Rhett Watson. If you just tuned in, the game was scoreless for 3 innings, and then Harding Academy broke through with 3 runs on 3 hits as they sent 9 hitters to the plate in the 4th inning. But the Yellow Jackets, the comeback kids, as we've called them all year, came back in the bottom of the 4th inning, and they scored 3 runs on 3 hits as they sent 9 hitters to the plate, and the game was tied 3-3. But then Harding got a run on only 1 hit in the 5th inning to lead 4-3, and that's where we're at right now here in the top of the 7th. And the first pitch is high for a ball. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss on a pitch running away from the right-handed hitter. Here's the pitch, and a swing and a miss back as that gets away from the catcher. Now it's 1-2. Hitter's Nash Sanders, who came in defense for Henley. That's Nash Sanders. He's in the hole 1-2. And here's the pitch from Henry. And a fly ball fouled out of play. Lady Yellow Jackets leading 7-1. And actually they're adding more runs. I look back over my shoulder. It's now 8-1. I think Kaylee Castle may have done something over there. I see her. It looks like over at third base. And the pitch is foul back. Stays alive, 1-2. That's Clinton and Joe T. Robinson in softball. That'll make, if the Jackets go ahead and close that one out, they'll be 3-0 in conference play with the big game Friday here against Morrilton, our next broadcast. And foul back. Count stays 1-2. Clinton and Moulton, both teams undefeated in conference play in softball. That game will be here Friday at 5. Come on down if you can. If not, we'll have the broadcast for you. Here's the pitch. Pop fly on the infield. Noah Calhoun calls it in short center field and makes the play. 1 out here in the Harding Academy 7th. 3rd pop fly today for Calhoun at 2nd. Bring in the left-hander, Bentley Hawks. Bentley 0 for 2 with a walk today. Scored the first run of the game back in the 4th. Half swing. Check for the umpire at first. Says no. Ball 1. Glad to have our folks watching down in White County today in the Harding area. Glad to have you tuned in. Here's the pitch. And a strike called in there. Harding and Clinton have played about every sport over the last few years. We're in the same conference in football for a while. Baseball, softball, and basketball for a little while. Here's the pitch and pulled down the right field line. Dunn going back, still going back near the fence, and he makes the catch in front of the fence down the right field line. White went a long ways to get that one. And there's 2 outs here in the Harding Academy 7th inning. Wind that probably helped to knock that one down just a little bit. And it brings in Joe Miles. Joe 1 for 2 today. He scored 2 of Harding's 4 runs. And swinging a miss on a pitch down and in. Miles singled and scored in the 4th. Walked and scored what right now is the lead run, that 4th run in the 5th. Jackets trying to get into the dugout with a 1-run deficit. Harding trying to add some insurance runs. Here's the pitch, and off the glove and back to the screen. Count even 1-1. It's been a good one. Still got 1 more to go. We won't have a broadcast of game 2, but come on down and watch game 2. About a 20-minute break in between. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and it's right back up the middle for a base hit. Miles took an outside pitch and hit it back up through the box, and he's at first with 2 outs. Nine hits now for the Wildcats. Brings up the pitcher, Rhett Watson. Rhett's had a good day today. Doubled in the 2nd. Singled in the 5th. He's 2 for 3. And as they say, pitcher at the plate could help himself. Good speed at first, and there he goes. And a pop fly behind the plate. Will it stay in play? No, it's out of play. And Miles returns. He had a big jump at first. Miles scored, actually stole a base, but he ended up scoring the lead run on a wild pitch. See if Henry gives him a look. And to the plate, not running this time. Pitch out. Gets back to first. Boji Hester away today, but for a good cause. 1-1 pitch. There goes Miles. There's the throw to second. Offline into center field, but a job by Colton Warren to back it up. And now an insurance runs at second with 2 outs. And the count 2-1 on Watson. First base is open. Boji Hester today and his wife visiting their first ever great-grandchild. Jackets trying to get into the dugout. Down by only 1. Ball 3. A walk here would probably not be the worst thing. First base is open. Watson's 2 for 3 on the day. Don't have to give in here. And here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss on a pitch low and away. Good pitch by Henry. Not in the strike zone. Now 3-2. Let's see if he can get him to chase another one here. Henry checks the runner at second to the plate and fouled out of play, and we'll do it again. Lady Jackets now lead 9-1 in the 7th. Robinson comes to bat in the 7th inning. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second. Here's the pitch and a ground ball to second. This may be tough. Calhoun gets to it, and he is safe at second. The runner scores all the way from second. A bad break for the Yellow Jackets. With 2 outs, Miles was running all the way from second. Calhoun was cheated over towards second to hold the runner close, and it was a little slow roller hit where his original position would be. He got to it. He knew it was going to be close at first, and Watson was safe. And the runner for second never slowed down and scored all the way from second. And that is a big run with 2 outs in the 7th inning. Give Watson a hit and an RBI. And now Harding leads 5-3. And a shot toward left field, but there's Rabone right there to make the play. And that'll end the inning. But the Wildcats pick up a big insurance run on 2 hits. They leave 1. We head to the bottom of the 7th. It's Harding Academy 5, Clinton 3. Let's see what the comeback kids can do one more time as we head to the 7th. Listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip, 94.7.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Saver says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Today's medical system treats patients like products, not us. Conway Regional brings together key service lines, providers, and technologies to create a unique patient experience that is highly intentional and refreshingly personal. With a hospital in the heart of Conway, a trusted ER, women's services, all from a team that delivers more than medicine. This is not mass-produced healthcare. This is your healthcare. Conway Regional, curated care.
Well, we head to the bottom of the 7th. The Jackets trail 5-3. It's been a good one today. Game was scoreless through 3 innings. Each team got 3 runs in the 4th. Harding got a run in the 5th to make it 4-3. Got a run in the 7th to make it 5-3. So the Jackets have 3 outs left. Try to come back this afternoon against the defending Class 4A state champions, the Harding Academy Wildcats. It'll be the 3, 4, 5 hitters do it for the Jackets. Hayden Jones, Wyatt Dunn, Colton Warren. Anybody gets on, Colson Clute. Harding 5 runs on 10 hits today. The Yellow Jackets 3 runs on 6 hits. Jackets have left 8 runners on base today. Harding Academy's left on 7. Watson back on the hill in relief for Colbert. Here's the first pitch of the inning, and it's tapped foul. Strike 1. Jones 1 for 2 on the day. He singled in the 1st. He also walked and forced in a run for an RBI in the 4th inning. Jackets need a runner to have a chance. Here's the pitch from Watson. And a strike, and Jones in the hole 0-2. 4th inning of work for Rhett Watson. Colbert went the first 3. Pitching from the stretch. To the plate. High ball. Try to get Jones to chase. And 1-2. Lady Yellow Jackets just wrapped up their game next door. They're now 3-0 in conference play. Watson gets the sign he wants. And here's the pitch. And ground ball in the hole towards short into left field. And the Jackets have a chance as they bring up the tying run here in the 7th on a leadoff single by Hayden Jones. A 2-strike single by the junior. Hayden now 2 for 3 on the day. Now bring in Wyatt Dunn, who's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice. And now the pitching coach makes a trip to the mound for the Wildcats. I think they're going to talk this over more than have a pitching change. Well, that run in the 7th inning was really big for Harding Academy with 2 outs. But the tying runs at the plate for the Yellow Jackets. Dunn the hitter, Warren on deck. Wouldn't it be fun to see Warren have a have another walk-off hit today. Pretty extended conversation on the mound. The umpire doesn't seem like he's in any hurry to break it up. Now he starts to head toward the mound. This game is 2 hours and 2 minutes old. All right. Coach heads back to the dugout. We're ready to go. Harding turned a double play to end the sixth. They'd like one here. Jackets would like a hit, a walk, a hit batter, anything. And shows bunt right at the third baseman, but it rolls foul. Briar Cullum now running at first. Lots of speed at first base. Wyatt, any way to get on base. Second baseman shading over toward the bag. Hawks holding on, Cullum at first. Throw to first, and Briar back easily standing up. Bottom of the seventh. Harding 5, Clinton 3. It's been a whale of a game. Here's the pitch. Shows bunt, misses it, strike 2. Now Dunn's in the hole, 0-2. Wyatt had a big hit at Atkins on Thursday. Could use one here. Cullum leads away at first. Throw to the plate and fly ball right field and out of play as he stays alive. Coach McKnight giving the signals to both the runner and the hitter. The old-fashioned way with the signals. No numbers. Love that. Dunn gets back in. He's in the hole 0-2. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss, and Dunn strikes out. One out in the Clinton seventh. That brings in Colton Warren. Warren 0 for 3 today. Ground ball to first. Ground ball back to the pitcher and a strikeout. A lot of room in right center field. And that's where he hit the ball last night to end the ball game. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. Tying run at the plate. One out in the seventh. Watson gets the sign. Now to the plate. And a ground ball right at the first baseman. Out there. Throw to second. And out there. And that'll end the ball game. Hawks was holding the runner on. The ball was hit right down the line. All he had to do was catch it, step on the base, throw to second. Then they had to tag the runner at second. And they got Cullum at second. Had he not been holding the runner on, that might have been right down the line for a double. But that'll end the ball game on a double play. But a good effort today by the Yellow Jackets, as Harding Academy will come away with a 5-3 victory here in Game 1 of the doubleheader. Stay with us for the postgame show. Listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip 94.7.
I'm Ginger for Jolie Chevrolet, and when you're buying a new vehicle, keep in mind that a quality service department is one of the most important things to consider. At Jolie Chevrolet, our service department stands ready with genuine GM parts and qualified service technicians right here at home, right where you need us. Come see the service that follows every sale at Jolie Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. FL Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. FL Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Petit Jean Electric Cooperative has been committed to a brighter future for its members for more than 80 years. That's why we are hard at work creating a future-focused fiber broadband network that will connect rural Arkansas to the world. Petit Jean Fiber will offer the fastest speeds and most reliable connection in the Ozarks. The future is fiber, powered by Petit Jean Electric. To see if we're signing up in your area, call 501-745-2493 today.
Well, a good ball game today, but the Yellow Jackets come up a little bit short against the defending state champion Harding Academy Wildcats, but nothing to be discouraged about. Really proud of the Yellow Jacket Ball Club. You know, the Harding outscored the Jackets 20-1 last season, and the Yellow Jackets gave them a game this year 5-3. The game was scoreless through 3 innings. Harding Academy finally got 3 runs in the top of the 4th on 3 hits as they batted around. But just like we've seen all year long, the Yellow Jackets came back in the bottom of the 4th. They sent 9 hitters to the plate. They scored 3 times, and the game was tied 3-3. But Harding got a run on only 1 hit in the 5th. Jackets went down without scoring in the 5th. Neither team scored in the 6th. And then in the 7th, Harding was able to get an insurance run on only only 1 hit. Well, 2 hits in that inning. And they pick up 1 run to lead 5-3 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. The Jackets got a leadoff hit from Hayden Jones, his 2nd of the day. But Wyatt Dunn struck out, and then Colton Warren, hard hit ball, but right at the first baseman that the Wildcats turned into a double play, their 2nd double play of the ball game. The Jackets turned 1 today. But that was the at the end of the ball game in the 7th. The Jackets failed to score, and they come up short today by a score of 5-3. We've got one more coming up after this one, conference game, but a great effort by Cody McKnight's Yellow Jackets today against the defending state champions and the 8-time state champion Harding Academy Wildcats. Harding will have 5 runs on 10 hits. They left 7. The Yellow Jackets 3 runs on 7 hits. They left 9. That's probably the most number this year that the Yellow Jackets left on base. They've been really good this year about driving home runners once they get them on. The Jackets left 9 runners on today against a pretty good Harding Academy pitching staff. But the Jackets come up short, 5-3 in this one. The Yellow Jackets are now 11-7 on the year, 2-5 in conference play, and they've now won 6 of their last 9 games. They're now 4-3 games here on the Hill. Harding Academy, they pick up their 10th win of the year. They're now 10-4, 5-3 in conference play. Wildcats have won 9 in a row and are now 5-2 in road games. The First Arkansas Bank and Trust players of the game for the Yellow Jackets. It'll be junior Hayden Jones. He was 2 for 3 on the day, a single in the 1st, single in the 7th. He also walked, knocking in a run in the 4th. So he was on 3 times out of 4 today for Hayden Jones. And also he was back catching again today. Did a great job behind the plate. And then Noah Calhoun, also the senior. Noah was 2 for 3 on the day. He singled and scored in the 4th and singled in the 6th and did a nice job defensively at second base for the Yellow Jackets. Our First Arkansas Bank and Trust players of the game this afternoon: Hayden Jones, Noah Calhoun. Thanks, First Arkansas Bank and Trust, for your support of Yellow Jacket athletics. Yeah, you know what they say down there. Their motto is First Arkansas Bank and Trust, Clinton first at First Arkansas Bank and Trust, located in the Cash Saver parking lot downtown Clinton and just as close as your home computer. Give them a call for all your banking needs. First Arkansas Bank and Trust, longtime supporters of Clinton Yellow Jacket athletics. Well, our next broadcast will be softball. That'll be Friday at 5 o'clock, and it'll be a key conference game as the Yellow Jackets, undefeated in conference play, take on undefeated Morrilton Friday at 5 o'clock. If you can't make it to the game, we'll have the broadcast for you right here on KGFL, the Trip 94.7, and the Yellow Jacket live stream network. And for the boys, they will travel on Friday to Conway Christian. No broadcast of that ball game. So our next broadcast, Friday, 5 o'clock from here on the hill, as the Yellow Jackets take on Morrilton in softball action. That'll be for first place Friday here at the ballpark. Well, I want to thank Keith Parrish back at the station for all the work he does running the board, getting us on the air. And I want to thank Sid King and Crystal Barnett back at the station for all the work they do for behind the scenes for these broadcasts, from advertising to technical. They do it all to get me on the air so I can talk, and hopefully I don't mess it up while I'm on the air. And so thanks to everybody back at the station. Well, until Friday, I'm Mike Hawley. Thanks for your time this time. Until next time, so long.
You've been listening to Clinton Yellow Jacket Baseball and Softball on the Trip 94.7 and 97.3. Today's game has been brought to you by these fine sponsors: First Security Bank, Justin's Collision and Towing,